Hi, and welcome to this course about how to get started with the Figaf tool for managing SAP integration suites, cloud integration, as a way to use it also for your migration projects. My name is Daniel Greversen. I'm the founder of Figaf and will take you through this course. So the idea is to get you familiar with the Figaf tool and speed up your learning process so you really know how this can be used in your organization. You should be able to perform migrations yourself, and you should be able to understand what value the Figaf tool brings to your organization and your projects. So this is what we want to cover. We'll get you an understanding of how to use the Figaf tool from beginning to end. We will cover the tool in a DevOps way for integration suite, how you're using the tool to transport, govern, test your SAP integrations, and how you'd be using it on a daily basis to manage these things. We will also look at the DevOps part and obviously on migration and test and monitoring. We'll also cover how to connect to the PIPO system and handle the migration process as we get along with these things. And probably there will be a few other videos as we get along to help you get familiar with some of the different perspectives that we see that is important for you. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. So this is a summary of what we will be going through: installing the tool, configuration, setup, monitoring, migration, how to do all the migration capability, and then hopefully at the end we'll also set up a Git repository with our data. So why do you want to use Figaf? I think this is an important question to ask. What do we add to you and your projects? So I think there's a lot of things that we do that makes your life easier, and we're focusing on making the life of integration developers easier, reducing a lot of all of these works or challenges that they would normally be facing. This includes a large part of the governance, documentations, these things that take a lot of effort for integration developers to work on. We would be looking at how to do transport, DevOps, getting all of the approvals done. We would look at how you're testing these things. I think the thing where we're doing with testing is to empower the developers to actually run tests instead of waiting for businesses to come around and test. And this really reduces the effort required to do the testing. Migration is also one of the large time consumers on projects. With the Figaf tool, you can automate a lot of this migration testing, making it easier for you to manage these things. And then monitoring, it's one tool that monitors these things. And the goal is just to have one tool where you can do all the things that is necessary for you to manage these things. This is our goal with this. So why do we have the Figaf tool, and what is it that it does? So there's a number of different components in place here. So first off, we have the testing capabilities. This is what we started out creating, a testing tool for PI. This is about taking messages from your productive system or a test system and being able to replay them on demand, making it easy for you to manage your integration. It is about DevOps. DevOps is about making it easy for you to transport and govern your integration. It's about having tests whenever you're making change and be sure that the test cases is always relevant, etc. It's about monitoring and alerting, giving users and business users a way to see what's going on. It's about having a repository of all your artifacts in one go, and then you can run it on whatever platform you need, SAP BTP, hyperscalers, or Linux or Windows. We support PIPO, cloud integration, and API management. And across all of this, it's about making governance, make it possible for you to document what's going on. and then creating some cheaper integrations for you. If we look at the migration tool, it does have some advantages. It's about an automated tool that can take an IQ or receiver determination and convert it into an iFlow, all CGI, computer generated iFlows. We support PI 7.1 and above, so if you have classical scenarios, they work almost just as well as modern iFlows for this, or IQs. We can also have all the routing taking place. We have mappings done using, so you can convert your channels to iFlow channels, and you can create your custom logic for this. If you have some specific adapters and you want to deal with them in a specific way, you can apply this. And then it supports mappings with function libraries, FC lookups, mapping parameters, multi-mapping, and a lot of other challenges that you'll run into when doing migrations. All of this is just a click away. Then the tool gives you an overview of the migration. You can create the assessment report when we are getting started with the migration. You can track the progress of the migration, giving you one cockpit to manage the full migration. Then you can test the integrations, taking messages from the PI system, replay them on CPI. This package is a part of our free offering, Migration Edition. We have the Transport and DevOps. Obviously, this is a large part of any migration project. And the more we can automate these things, the easier it becomes and the cheaper the project becomes. All in all, making the migration faster, giving you a consistent result, and allowing you to spend time on creating value where it really makes sense to redesign the interfaces. If we try to look at it in this, we can see the different versions we have here, the trial. All of them can create the assessment. You have an overview here of the migration project that's going on. And then we have the Migration Edition. This is the one we have done a collaboration with SAP about providing this to customers that are doing migrations. And what this allows you to do is to take a PI message and replay it on your cloud integration, making sure you can test and manage and govern this all in one place. And it also comes with free versions of the other things, so you can actually see these things in action. We have the DevOps suite, which allows you to continuously be able to test these things, transport, govern, monitor, and use the Git repository for your artifacts. And then we have the IQ migration that takes your IQ receiver determination, convert them into iFlows, and that is a one-time fee. If we look at it a little differently, the difference between these ones is the Migration Edition. This is about taking PI messages and replay them on CPI one. It's free for 12 months, and it contains trial of the other ones. We have the migration that just takes IQ receiver determinations and migrate them. And then you can add the DevOps capability also to transport. It is all the same version, same code. It is just managed differently by our license server. So we can easily switch between these ones. It just is a matter of procurement processes. If we just compare these ones, the Figaf and the SAP migration tool, I will be going much more into details about this at a later point in time. But there are some differences. Our support 7.1 to 7.5. We can probably easily improve some of the capabilities, and it's not bound by SAP's timeline for delivering new features. We do have some limitations at the moment that you'll see once you start migrating these things. Hopefully we can close some of these things and make it easier for you to use these ones. SAP only supports 7.5. I think that they have in Q3 a roadmap item to also support earlier versions. It is based on templates, which means that you would need to use one of the templates to manage your integrations. We don't really know what the scope and how far they will develop this at the moment. And importantly, testing is not included, and that this is where you can use the Figaf tool to manage. So that was all I wanted to cover in this video. I hope you find some good content in this course that you can use to make your life easier as an integration developer, handling your migration and giving you a good start on using the tool for managing your projects. Thank you.